going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must.
Hey everyone, welcome to Talk Shit. This week we're talking about everything happening in the world again, as always.
This is true.
What are we talking about this week? So we're kicking it off with my favourite. I want a golden ticket. I want a golden ticket. So MrBeast is giving away golden tickets.
To Americans.
Shh, we'll get to that. He's giving away golden tickets. Willy Wonka was never outside of England. But anyway, he's giving away golden tickets to 10 lucky winners who buy his chocolate bars to go and tour his chocolate factory in America.
Yep.
It was pretty cool.
Sounds
Again,
kind of
if you don't want a chocolate,
yeah.
the chocolate factory ticket, he's willing to buy them off whoever wins them $500,000 each. So, pretty fucking amazing.
Suddenly you want to go through that chocolate factory and see what a $500,000 ticket's worth, don't you?
Yeah, well again, I could see it being like a whole tour with prizes. I could see him turning it into a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Probably walk out of there with
And you might make
$100 grand worth of shit.
Yeah, well, it's the thing, to be honest, you might only walk out of there with a fucking $100 grand or something worth of shit, or you could walk out of there with $1 million worth of shit and an experience of a lifetime. Like, it's one of those things, because if he's doing it for the show, it could be competition, so you could have a chance for them to win or lose, but again, is it worth the risk? In my opinion, fuck yeah, any of his game shit would be worth
Plus, I mean, as we all know, like, no matter what, you're going to be in front of 60 million people.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to view whatever the fuck who happens to you.
Yep.
So, that would always be fun.
Yeah, I agree. But again, so this isn't available to people outside of the US, unfortunately. I bitched about it on Twitter. I didn't bitch, I kindly said that he should do competitions for people outside of the US at some point. So we'll see what happens in the future, but...
He shouldn't be
But MrBeast doesn't actually care about the world, he just cares about America.
Yeah. Obviously.
Capitalist pig.
Yeah.
Nah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want a golden ticket though.
I just want some chocolate.
What do I have to do? Do I have to just like buy an American flag? See, because I can't do that. Because then if they find it, they're just going to keep my ticket.
Yeah.
It sucks. I hate that I even know about it. You're horrible, MrBeast.
Yeah, you're terrible.
You're a terrible person for letting me know about the competition.
You learned all about childhoods after we were children.
All I ever wanted was to win a golden ticket and go to a fucking chocolate
and you're
factory.
like, nah.
And you're like, you can have this chance, but not in Australia because you suck dick.
Yeah, it's a fine print thing. You can win this.
Not really.
Not
really.
Only in America.
So, instead I'm going to cry myself to sleep again.
Yeah. And then I'm
not going to buy you chocolate.
Not gonna
probably
buy
tastes like
burgers.
shit anyway. Not going to buy you burgers because I can't. I'm
not
probably
buy you
shit too anyway.
merchandise.
Yeah, no one said
Yeah,
good thing
buy
about
that.
your burgers.
I'm not going to buy you nothing. Because I can't.
What if I could?
But I still want a golden ticket, and if I could, I would buy you chocolate bars right now.
I got $200 for chocolate. I am an adult, motherfucker. I can spend my paycheck on chocolate.
We can spend that. Government assistance.
I don't need to eat for a week. I can spend all my money on chocolate.
No,
So I can eat chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a week.
Alright.
What a good week.
So on that, I think we're done with
Yeah,
that.
MrBeast, do some more global competitions.
Yeah.
Take some people over to the US.
Bitch.
We're back.
And we're back with an interesting story of an Adelaide Instagram page, the Glam Adelaide that is, getting hacked and held for ransom for $2,000.
Bum,
Like,
bum,
Bitcoin.
bum.
They didn't even ask for a whole Bitcoin.
No. It's not even a whole Ethereum.
It's like, it's not. That's what I mean, like...
Happy game.
It's not even a whole safe mode.
No, that is.
It's
It's pretty much all of safe mode.
Yeah, I thought this was
Why?
well, it's... Do they really think Glam Adelaide cares? Does anyone care about Instagram that much?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Don't you just make a new one?
No, people can't, some people care.
Yeah.
But those people actually
that
encrypt
much?
the
They're
shit.
retarded.
But that much? That much that you can't just get a new one? And just like...
Like, even you could just...
I mean, that's why they're only asking for $2,000.
You could contact Instagram and ask them to get it back for you.
I know, you've got thousands of photos of random shit in Adelaide.
You realise that means like try talk to a person at Facebook?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, sorry, Meta.
Meta.
Gotta use the correct name.
It's not Facebook anymore. Meta.
So you're saying I need to try and talk to a person at Meta to solve the problem? No, so let's just create a new account. That's heaps easier.
I give up.
Like, you might as well just try tag Zuckerberg directly.
Tag Meta.
See if it'll solve.
My account's been hacked.
Yeah.
Please solve.
My Instagram. My stories.
My stories. All this stuff from Fringe.
I just wonder, like, no way do the people on Glam Adelaide even know about Bitcoin or how to access Bitcoin. How to transfer Bitcoin. Like, it wasn't even that they didn't want it back, it's just that they couldn't get what we want.
Like, what's Bitcoin?
We have cash.
We run an Adelaide information company. Why would we know about technology?
Exactly.
Why would an information media company know anything about what's happening in the world? Meanwhile, in glamorous stuff.
So I think that's about it on that one, isn't it?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yes.
It was kind of
I just thought
retarded.
it was funny.
Yeah, it was
Very
retarded.
Very
Very retarded.
And sad.
Teme.
Glad that they didn't give in though. Never give it to terrorists.
Man, what happened to who's
You know,
that?
if you want it back, my Bitcoin account, my Bitcoin wallet's in the bottom link.
You give me as much as you want.
I want $2,000 still.
Yeah.
I'm pretending I'm the hacker. Oh my god, catch on to.
I thought the hackers were going to give you some.
No, I was like, meanwhile, it's just like terrorism's bad. I was like, and meanwhile, if you want your Instagram account back still,
Can you explain that one?
no. Do you want me to use pictures? I'll use pictures. We'll go away.
Sign language?
I'm going to use pictures, we'll be back. Alright, so.
And welcome back, where we are going to talk about the biggest piece of shit for 2022, Amazon's new game, and no, not the last new game that was a giant piece of shit, but the new game that's a giant piece of shit.
Well, we don't
New
know
Ark.
that yet.
New Ark? Lost Ark.
Last time. You are?
New Ark. New Ark, same shit.
There's a free trial on the 11th, that's the day this comes out, so
For
you
one
might be
day.
able to try it. But like, we'll probably be in queue for the whole day knowing
For
Amazon
24
games,
hours.
so
Or you'll get
I
in,
doubt I'll get to try it. But anyway,
you might get it for 10 minutes before they have a server shutdown.
the start.
They won't
Okay.
realise how many people they're going to have on their first day, because they'll be like, oh, it's going to be like our old game, there's only going to be 10,000 people in the entire world trying to play the game.
You think anyone's got a bother client trying to play? Anyway.
Ooh, that'd be
I
interesting.
just don't know. After the last launch, I really fucking don't know.
Well,
After 3 failed launches, I
After
just
watching
don't know.
the trailer,
Well, not
I
failed,
have to
but
say,
they're not successful.
I have no fucking idea what the point of this game is. Other than to...
Well, hang on, I did. Watch the first 5 minutes and you'll be like, ah, yeah, I get this. This is an action RPG.
Yeah.
Top-down action RPG.
Diablo clone.
Yeah, pretty
And then
much.
it starts
With
everything.
cooler new magics and stuff, I will give it that. Like with cooler new looking spells and stuff from
Yeah.
Diablo, because of course it's a new game.
Yeah.
And then...
But then you start going into the bunny versus monster fights and the rolling pandas.
So there's all sorts. There was sneaking campaigns.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And joint campaigns.
And horror
Going through the
campaigns.
Horror
bases.
campaigns. All these different islands that are just all different shit that I don't know what the fuck any of them are. It looks like they're just trying to jam as many ideas as they can of a top-down version game into a game.
So they've done the opposite of New World. New World, they're like, we're going to make this big world and we don't know what the fuck to put in it, so we're just going to have fucking nothing to begin with. Right, and then we'll just let players bitch about not being able to do anything. And this one they're like, okay, so
have
now
two
we've got this world, let's just put everything from every other game into this world, and we'll see what happens. It should all interact fine, right?
So they've even grabbed like ideas from fucking like mobile games, and if you go to one island, then you get to play those sorts of games.
Oh
Or you
yeah,
can
there's a
go to
side scroller
different
in that one
island,
as part as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, side
Yeah,
scroller one.
side scroller.
So I mean, there's literally like you name it. And, like I said, there's a good like 5-minute bit in that video where I just did not know what game I was watching anymore. There was that many different fucking
Is there a cooking part?
things.
Probably.
I really would have to watch
Hope
it
so.
again. It seemed like there was everything. Like,
You
I
could,
could
you
not.
could be a pen.
There were probably puzzle fucking games in there.
I reckon it's
Tower
going to
defense games.
So, do you want to know my predictions? It's going to have over 2 million people on day 1. And by day 10, it's going to be down 1 million. And by 3 months, it's going to be down to about 10,000.
I really don't know. I don't even think it's going to have as big a launch as what New World did.
No,
New World
no.
was meant to be it, and they just failed on the
Fucked it.
longevity.
Whereas this one, everyone's going to be like expecting
Well, there's not,
shit.
yeah, that's right. There's not as much hype around this one already. So I don't even know if they'll hit the 1 million for the fucking initial launch. And then, I don't know what the
How much are they
longevity...
charging this one for?
It's cheap again, but
Oh, good.
that's because they can't fucking charge anything decent because no one will buy it.
It's because the game studio sucks.
Because they because they keep
Shit is
just
AIDS.
making crap. They need to, like, hire some professionals.
You guys just start with a platformer and then
some
work your way from there, yeah?
professionals.
Maybe not try to start with RPG MMOs. Just saying. Like, doesn't seem to be the best option. for
Haven't they done that?
noobs.
Isn't that literally everything they've done?
They did one other game, didn't they?
No, well, they did 2 more. One was like a Lord of the Rings MMO that failed, which everyone was like, again, how can you fail a Lord of the Rings franchise? An MMO Lord of the Ring franchise.
Yeah.
Easily. You become Amazon.
Pretty much. And then the other thing was another MMO, wasn't it?
Wow. You guys are retarded.
So,
Have any of you been subscription based?
no, I don't think so.
Wow.
Oh, yes, no, I think the thing Lord of the Ring was at first, but then they had to can that because otherwise they were
Because
losing.
no one was paying for
Yeah,
it.
they were losing too many subs. I think. Pretty sure it was something like that.
I ain't got to pay to play new Lord of the Rings.
Look at that.
I'm not,
But yeah, so I guess that's about it.
See you outside. Don't forget to check it out. Like I said, on the 11th, on the day this video comes out, it'll be free.
And
For that
prepare
day.
for all the Bezos jokes on day 1.
and,
the line for
and the
hours.
fans from people selling Bezos jokes on
I
day
know what
one.
my character's name's going to be. Look out for it.
Can you tell us?
No.
No.
Leave it in the comments.
Alright, so with that, I think we're done for this segment. We'll be back with our usual next segment.
Some funny, classy shit.
Oh yeah, brah. Show you what Australia's all about.
Keep calling dispatch for help.
Okay, what you need help with?
Well, days ago, my RV was stolen from a lot off of Vaughn Street,
Okay.
across from Carter Field, next to the White Pump House.
Okay.
Is there a Superior here, actually?
Well, we're all on level playing field, so which,
I'd like to speak with the Superior directly.
okay. All right, well, you're speaking to me right now, so what do you need help with?
I would like to speak with the Superior directly, sir. I want to make sure my constitutional rights are respected through this whole process and ordeal.
Okay, well,
Thank
I'm here to protect your constitutional rights. That's what we're here for.
Okay.
All right.
So who is the supervisor, though, just so I can direct my attention to the proper channel of authority for myself?
Supervisor here.
No supervisor. Okay. So, my RV was primary residence and my primary dwelling, my sole domicile. It was taken from me days ago. I immediately picked up the phone and called and filed a report for grand theft with South Boston Police Department, which Officer Perkins responded. He refused to provide any incident report or any investigation, any information regarding my RV and a call to be removed from private property. With that being said, I'm sorry, I'm a lawyer. I've been studying this whole weekend. I have notes, so if you'll just give me a moment to go through this.
Okay.
I just delivered a certificate of service to the tow yard to put them on notice of a violation of a federal crime. I'm acting as a private attorney general right now, investigating this matter. Now, because he moved my sole primary dwelling and residence into the county jurisdiction, this would also be scene of a crime. this is your jurisdiction as well in regards to.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
No crime has been committed.
Yes, sir, it has. And
look, if you can let me finish talking first, and then you can talk. All right?
Yes,
that's
sir.
how this is gonna work.
Prison of a felony.
Okay, look, you're gonna stop talking and listen to me. Okay? No crime has been taken. You parked your vehicle on a lot owned by somebody else. You can't park it there. That means he has a legal. Code of Virginia says you cannot leave any property that belongs to you on somebody else's name.
Can you furnish me that code?
I don't have to. I'm telling you.
Listen here, sir. With all due respect, this is why I requested a supervisor. This is misprison of a felony, refusing to take a report in regards to the felony, and you're acting as an attorney practicing law unlicensed right now, which is also a crime. They are a criminal accessory, and the evidence of the crime is here. The crime scene is here. It needs to be handled accordingly. Well, I have to teach you guys because you guys.
You don't have to teach me anything.
You guys do not study law. And it's the equivalent to a kitchen hiring a head chef who's never peeled an orange or held a knife or entered a kitchen in their whole life.
This ain't got nothing to do with a kitchen.
It absolutely does.
No, sir.
I gave you a reference in regards to how the similarity is there. Now you go ahead, sir. What do you have to say?
The town of South Boston is the people that were responsible for towing your vehicle.
No, they were not, sir. If they were, there would be a report number as far as an incident report, call log report, and they would have paperwork in regards to such. If Officer Perkins conspired to withhold evidence while that RV was removed by a private party, he is also involved and will be named as a criminal accessory.
But what I'm saying is, South Boston Police Department towed your vehicle. County don't have
it left the jurisdiction. Yes, it does. And I'm going to teach you about this, sir.
You ain't gonna teach me nothing.
I'm not? Okay,
no,
are
not.
you too old to learn new tricks?
Look, well, we're trying to...
I still am requesting a supervisor.
And one's not coming. What did he say?
I'll go with it.
He said put him in handcuffs. I don't... 2725, you say put arrest the subject?
Do not see him refuse the officer because this is being recorded. Okay?
Ready?
You recording this, and I'm not in agreement with you recording.
Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I being arrested?
You're being on arrest right now, okay?
What? I'm sorry. Why are you detaining me?
We'll get to that in a second.
Why are you detaining me, sir?
We'll get to that in just a second.
You're under arrest.
Why am I being arrested? I'm not impersonating a
Go ahead, let go of your phone. You can't have that in the back in the car. Go ahead, release your phone.
I'm not impersonating law enforcement officer.
You served that man a paper down there that you wrote and told him he was under arrest. That's impersonating a police officer.
I did not tell him he was under arrest. I said, stay right there. You're going to be placed under arrest.
Well, you can't do that.
Under arrest.
No, I did not tell him I was placing him under arrest. I did not impersonate an officer. I did not offer any information.
Sir, is that
and this right here is witness intimidation.
Is that your dog?
And this is suppressing my rights. Yes, sir, that is my dog. I would like my sister to come pick up my dog, please.
Come on, right over here.
I'm telling you, sir, you guys are suppressing my free rights.
He should look on the bright side. At least now he's going to have somewhere to sleep tonight.
I did not impersonate an officer. I did not impersonate an officer. This is putting my health and safety in jeopardy.
So what did he do over there?
He gave me this piece of paper right here. I told him he was under arrest.
Sounds like a plan. That's what I was trying to figure out. I wanted somebody to go ahead and get from Franklin and see what exactly he was doing. If he owned the lots, I was charged with trespassing because he told us he wasn't going to leave. Yes, Hunter's got a paperwork. He signed off like a handwritten warrant that he was a deputy sheriff.
Oh, did he?
Yes,
Oh, my.
He's impersonating law enforcement officer.
So what did you tell Don?
He gave Don this piece of paper and said that he committed a criminal act and he was under arrest. And I was like, he told you you were under arrest? He said, yeah. Like, the camera's still on. He said, yes. I said, we're going to take care of it.
What's your first and last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
No.
What's your first name?
I don't have a first name either. I've got a name. My name is Robert. You can call me Robert.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a person. See, you deal here with Admiralty Maritime Jurisdiction, which deals with persons, which I am not.
What are you? Are you human?
I'm a man.
You're human?
I'm a man, yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
You're not a U.S. citizen?
I was not born in Washington, D.C., or any territory of the federal under federal jurisdiction, so no, I'm not a U.S. citizen.
Were you born in the United States of America? And any of the states?
I was born in America. Yes, I'm a state citizen of one of the several states.
There's more than 7.
One of the several?
Which state?
Idaho?
Idaho. Can I see your Idaho state license?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
My person does, but I don't. And I don't wish to create joinder with you.
All right. And if you wanted to...
Can I get your name, please? E. Smith, thank you. Are you a bailiff or are you a prosecutor? Oh, you're probably a bailiff. You got the air thing in, huh?
I know.
Come on in, folks. Are you here for 8:30?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not starting up yet, but you can have a seat on the bench here if you're fine. If anyone could kind of speak up and
I'm going to go in and speak with the prosecutor. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the press.
From behind you.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me.
You leave the camera with your mother outside the courtroom and you can come in.
You are not God. You have no jurisdiction over me.
God's not worried about cameras, sir. I am.
All right. Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have to go in because you can't even issue a warrant for me.
You might as well leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak with the prosecutor.
You can go in there without the camera.
Well, please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using... Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, you know what? You guys are really overstepping your bounds right now.
Put the cuffs on him.
Put the cuffs on. What are you arresting me for?
Got some police in pursuit of us at the moment. They're a legal corporation. Yeah, we just went through a breathalyzer. We refused to stop through a breathalyzer test. So, yeah. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Free man of the land. Got 2 cars in pursuit, close by. Where, mate? No, mate. No, mate. Am I under arrest?
Oh.
Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest or am I free to go? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? I've been stopped on my way home. Am I under arrest? No, wait. No. I do not consent. You've got no right. Whoa! This is thuggery. What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on?
Just have a seat. Does this court obey the law, sir? Just have a seat. Does this court obey the law? Have a seat. Even just once? Have a seat. Mr. Prosecutor, how many police witnesses?
4, Your Honour. There's Miss Quinn, Gary French, Walker Vance, and informant Porridge.
So 2 police and 2 civilian? Now, Mr. Freeman. Yes. In terms of your defence for the matter, what do you say? How many witnesses do you have?
I'll run my case where I'm going to run it, sir. Magistrate Stella Stuttridge has already progressed this matter. On the 13th of December last year.
Mr. Freeman, I've asked you a question.
I don't understand the question, sir. What was that?
How many witnesses do you have?
Witnesses?
Yeah.
I don't need witnesses. You would have been the 5th magistrate, but as it's gone around in circle, the 4th magistrate to sit on this case. This travesty of justice and unlawfulness by Loretta Quinn, by the police and by this court has continued for 2.5 years. Even during the deaths, my family deaths I had 2 weeks after my sister-in-law dropped dead in front of the 4 kids, you and Evans and Eliades, French and Quinn and their lawyers all got in here and colluded all day long and harassed me for a full day in August. Then you adjourned it to November, and I was hounded and hammered again in the most sadistic way for a full day. And then I still didn't get the matter resolved because this court is still unable to resolve it according to law, which would only take 5 minutes.
What's the matter for you? How long will this matter take, Mr. Prosecutor? I would imagine at least a day.
At least a day, Your Honour.
This court has constructive knowledge of perjury being committed. You'll be aiding and abetting that if you proceed. You'll be in breach of Justice Gaudron's rulings in the High Court, Nicholas versus the Queen, 1998, by proceeding in a matter that is an abusive process, where there are other serious matters raised which have been identified by a previous magistrate. Yeah. You cannot proceed in this matter by ruling of the High Court of Australia. You're acting in criminal bias. The magistrate acting oppressively or when interested. I have a right to a fair hearing and I have a right to justice. If I do not get it, this proves that this is not a court of competent jurisdiction and you will be prosecuted, sir. For the Supreme Court and High Court Justices listening to this recording in the future, take note the Magistrate Dunn is not allowing me to have a fair hearing, is obstructing justice and is in breach of the law.
By adjourning the hearing, because even the highest courts have that ability, you are not allowing yourself to have a fair hearing by not following the court's procedure.
So I have an hour allocated for this hearing. I want to get up on that stand and give some evidence.
No, you're not.
Okay, well, you're perverting the course of justice. I've had enough of it. You're acting oppressively and when interested, in breach of the Crimes Act.
Are you available on the 5th of February?
No, sir, you have constructive knowledge of crimes committed in this court. You are now aiding and abetting them.
Are you available on the 5th of February?
Peter Dunn, I arrest you for aiding and abetting.
Okay, but
I arrest you for acting oppressively and when interested and perverting the course of justice. You must stand down. You are now in my custody and under arrest. You are not free to leave.
would you just mind asking...
For the Supreme and High Court Justices listening to this recording in future, take note that the magistrate is under arrest for serious crimes committed against me, as have been outlined in numerous hearings and this one. I have no choice but to make this arrest under Section 458 of the Crimes Act, which is my lawful right to do so. This case cannot proceed. Right, who's the highest ranking police officer here?
That'd be me.
Right.
No.
So you're obliged...
No, I'm not.
Excuse me, you're obliged...
Excuse me for a moment. Just excuse me, Mr.
A lawful
Freeman.
arrest has been made.
Mr. Freeman, just excuse me for a moment.
Honor, please.
5th of February at this court or at...
Mr. Doss, I arrest you as well for malfeasance of public office and refusing to do your duty. Alright? And your other charges will be added to that. Okay? So for the court record, for the Supreme Court and High Court, just as listening to this recording, you're both under arrest. This matter has stopped. You are not free to leave. You are in my custody. If you leave, you will be escaping lawful custody and resisting arrest. That's the law under Section 458 of the Crimes Act, which I am entitled to enact.
I think that's your
according to the circumstances.
That would be your interpretation of law.
Say what you want. Yeah. All right.
Well, no, but just because you say so, Mr. Freeman, doesn't mean it's right. 5th of February.
Please, then, Constable Sarah Williamson. It's now your role to arrest Mr. Dosser and Mr.
Time to go, Mr. Freeman. The matter's put in for a hearing.
Done, Mr. Freeman. You're
Okay.
excused from...
I'll collect my papers. Thank you very much. A document for the court, sir. I must leave here, according to law.
Well, if you leave it at the front counter, that'll be just...
Okay. Because you are under the Criminal Code Act, Section 83(4), because you are using force and intimidation to interfere with my Australian democratic and political right to have my case heard.
Off you go, Mr. Freeman. Off you go.
I arrest you, sir, and I
Time to
arrest
leave.
you.
Time to leave.
Time to leave. Grab your papers and off you go.
So all of you police in the courtroom and magistrate are arrested according to law. This will be taken up in the Supreme Court. I'm now under duress. I fear for my safety, given that there are 4 armed criminals.
Your phone and all your bits and pieces.
4 armed criminals surrounding me in an intimidating manner. I'm under duress.
Off you go. Bye, Mr. Freeman.
Thank you for your time.
Ha ha ha! Weren't those some real hilarious moments? Yeah, you suck at acting. Anyway, that's it for this week's show. We'll be back again next week with another one. Also check out our new page and show, Food Fanatics, which you'll find in the description and shit like that. And make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bells and any other stuff you can find around to press. Just press it. What's wrong?